boy. Snore. I am going to make the noise of snoring. You all know it, right? You may have people in your life that like to snore. Well, they don't like to snore. They just snore. They can't help it. They're sleeping. I have allergies. I do have new medication for allergies. Hopefully, it will help me breathe a little better. But I have been known to snore a little bit at night, just a little bit. Right, Jamie? Just not a lot, just a little bit. Snore. Yeah. When the live stream started, you might have heard a chainsaw. I do know some people that sound like a chainsaw when they sleep. They are really loud snorers. I don't think I am that bad. And if you are snoring really bad, you might want to see a doctor. That might not be good. Let's talk about this. Light sleepers. Light sleepers. Light sleepers can't sleep if someone is snoring next to them. So you can see that might be a husband and a wife. That man, he looks like he could snore pretty well. And of course, the woman next to him, maybe his wife, she is not having it. She could be a light sleeper. Light sleepers hear every noise during the night. We also have something called a heavy sleeper. Heavy sleepers could sleep right next to the highway, loud cars going by, and they never wake up. That would be a heavy sleeper. Light sleepers, they probably don't sleep as well, and they probably hear every noise. So my question to you in the chat, are you a heavy sleeper or are you a light sleeper? Remember, if you are a heavy sleeper, you do not hear a lot of sounds at night. You could sleep through the fire alarm. I hope this doesn't happen to you, but if your house or your apartment is on fire, there could be an alarm that makes a noise. Heavy sleepers would sleep through that. We'll talk about sleep through in a minute, but they would not wake up. Light sleepers, they hear the floor creaks. What else might they hear? They might hear the wind, just a little breeze. Light sleepers would wake up. Heavy sleepers would not wake up. So my question to you, are you a heavy sleeper or are you a light sleeper? Please let me know in the chat. While you are answering that, I am going to take a sip of water.
If this lesson is helping your English improve, don't forget to tap that like button and share it with a friend who's learning English.
All right. If this is helping you in any way, please hit that like button. Maybe share it with a friend who's learning English. Let's see. Do we have any heavy sleepers in the chat? Mega says she's a light sleeper and she lives in India. And I know there are parts of India that are very busy. Mahmoud, I do snore, or so I am told. I have never heard myself snore. So Jamie might be lying to me, but she tells me I snore. Looks like Williams is here from Brazil. Hope you're doing well. No, Williams is from Argentina. I was just talking to Williams earlier today. Angelo, heavy sleeper. So you get that quick 6 hours of sleep, and then you are good to go. If you are good to go, just start your day. Probably have a healthy breakfast. All right, Amran. So sleeping is one of the things that activates the brain. When you have enough hours, your brain and body run well, you feel energetic all day. Sleep is so important, right? Yulia, I'm jealous. Heavy sleeper. Williams is a light sleeper. All right, Hilton from Romania says heavy sleeper. Member club, definitely. I'm so jealous. I think I am a light sleeper. Ooh, Jose wears earplugs. So those little things that go into your ears so you can't hear things. That's awesome. Yeah, Mahmood, I'm pretty sure that if you are a person who snores, Jamie won't put up with that. Yeah, I mean, if it was really bad, she probably would kick me out of bed. She'd probably say, "You go on the couch." But I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Whoa, Mahmood, what's the difference between nap, sleep, doze off? Great question. Great question. So a nap is when you plan on falling asleep for a short period of time. Many of you probably know the channel Bob the Canadian. I think many of you have seen his channel and then follow me here because he mentions me a lot. So Bob the Canadian, after his live streams, he often says, I am going to take a nap. So you plan on sleeping for a short period of time. So you are sleeping. You are sleeping. But to doze off means you probably didn't plan on it. Maybe you are in class and it's really boring and you're already tired. You just doze off. Nod off. I didn't mention that, but nod off is the same as doze off. Nod off. It's when you fall asleep for a short period of time, but you didn't plan on doing it. Yeah, you might just nod off for a few minutes. A few years ago, I worked with a teacher. He was older. He has now retired. But during our meetings in the afternoon, we would sometimes hear him snoring because he dozed off for a minute. He could sleep sitting in a chair. I was jealous.